Welcome back to M Hood Fishing. So I'm on the Mississippi River and here's the bridge. I've never been past that bridge before. So what you reckon? Exploratory video? Yeah, that's what I want to do. Let's go see what's down there. All right, so I've got my backpack with some tackle and soft plastics, 3 rods, ice chest as you saw. And of course, where we're starting is really cool looking. This is an old train trestle. Train used to dip down here and loop back up. So we're in Natchez, Mississippi right now. Natchez is the oldest city on the river. It's older than New Orleans. So it's got a lot of history. You know what that means? Snaggy water, probably, right? That's what I find. And look where I'm walking. Check this out. Do you know what's going on here? Let me tell you, this is where the rainwater is coming out of the earth. Springs, right? That's what they are. And it makes it all look like this. Got to be careful walking through areas like this because it can be like quicksand in some spots because of all the water that's coming through here out of the earth. You could just go deep. I'm gonna come up high over this point instead of hugging the water because I want to look up here. I've never been up this high. Wow. Huh. Looks like this is the more difficult way to go. So I have been up under this bridge before, but I've never been past it. The river was too high and it was too iffy to go past a certain area. Back when I first came up under this bridge, you couldn't see these. See all this structure right here? I'm gonna get a little further down. I'm really tempted to jig here, just between the rocks and those pylons there. This is either from an old bridge structure or railroad, not sure. Probably really snaggy. If you look over here, you can see that there's a railroad track going down in the water. Who knows what's down there? So we're just going to drop this over the rocks and jig it around. Yeah, there's a lot of structure down here. River is really dirty today. Here's a different look at this structure. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I tried jigging around it. It's snaggy. Water's really dirty. We're gonna go explore something else. There's a weird fish trap looking thing hanging off one of them too. I'm a good ways from the bridge now. It's been rock hopping the whole way. What you reckon is around the corner here? Here to the left here we have this retaining wall. You can call it a bulkhead if you like. I think it's more of a retaining wall. Could be either, could be either. Let's go a little further, see what's down there. Wow, I feel like I'm walking through a wasteland. Probably am. So here's the bridge. I guess legitimately I haven't come that far, but the rocks made it feel like I came a couple of miles, though I didn't. As you can see, got a lot of remnants of old wharfs in this area, but we have sort of a slack current, looks like maybe an eddy ahead of us. Since civilization has been here for so long, I mean, even before settlers came here, this place was settled by the Natchez Indians, though they were a little further in. So there's a lot of stuff that's got to be in this water because this was the heartbeat of Natchez for so long. The river was. Lots of barges would just come down and load and unload. Lots and lots of stuff has gone on over the years here. Gonna start in this area with a 1/16 ounce crappie jig with a chartreuse tube on there. Gonna try around these pylons and close in. Not sure of the depth right here. I would assume there's a drop off somewhere. Oh, there was a bite. Oh, there's fish down here. There we go. Wow, that was a real subtle bite. What are you? Oh ho ho. Stand by. You can always count on them being around here. Little drum. There we go. Wow, that was a real subtle hit. Another drum, like I told you. Felt like he came up out of something though. Like maybe he was in a rock or something. Under the rock. Definitely took it on the drop though. That's a nicer, ooh, you got a little scrape on you. A nicer one. The journey continues. I wonder what that pipe is all about. It's all about rust right now, isn't it? This is absolutely crazy looking. We have a small eddy right here that's created by the rocks and structure that's in the water, no doubt. Let's try this 1/16 ounce jig head here. I like these small jigs for scenarios like this because they keep me out of the snags. They sink low. I mean, they sink slow. Oh yes, right off the rocks. Oh man, every day I come out here this happens to me. And it's always about this size or smaller. I have had a bigger one swipe at a hard bait once. It was much bigger than this, but this is amazing. It's happened to me a bunch of times, but it's still amazing, still awesome. Little flatty on an artificial. Thought I was gonna have to go all the way. Hey, can I have it back? You don't want it, it's plastic. Thought I was gonna have to go all the way to Japan to experience this, but I plan on doing that anyway. There we go. What you reckon? Keep on going? Yeah, you're right. That's what we're doing. Sometimes it's better to take the high route than the low route. Low route looked like it went through quicksand. Well, this is an interesting area, but it has human footprints other than mine. Here, this is pretty much the idea you get for distance from the bridge. My goodness, there's a hole. There's water down there. Well, that makes me nervous. Whoa, everything wants to cave in up here. This is where it's coming out into the river. It's got a pretty good flow. Yep, somebody fishes here. Look at that. Wow, this is a really good flow of water coming into the river here. I wonder if there's fish. Look at this, somebody had a line out. So I'm gonna work my way back at this point. Once you go around this bend, at some point you come in real close proximity with property, industrial property or residence, stuff like that. And as further you go, the closer you get to it. And I just don't feel like dealing with it. Wow, what a really peaceful spot on the river. I really dig it. I don't know if I'm supposed to be here or not. Like I said, after the bend over there, over there, you get really, really close to businesses and property, people. So I'm not going any further. Like I said, out here in front of us we have some catfish jugs. One of them has a fish on it. There's a further one out. I don't know if you can see a little white dot out in the river. Another little white dot out in the river. Somebody's catching some catfish today, but it's not me. I've already done that one. So not very good for fishing so far. Maybe it's just the day, maybe it's the dirty river, I don't know, but let's work our way out of here, see if we can put some more fish in the video, find some other cool things. I'm kind of feeling a lack of coffee and breakfast right now. It's still early in the morning, but come on, let's go let's go find some bones and some rocks and some fish and whatever cool stuff is around here. See this right here? See how it's a grouping of metal stuff, different types of things? This tells me that metal detector people have been down here. This is usually what they do. They don't always take it with them. They just put it in a pile and leave it. Look at this. It's a boneyard, a bone scattering, a scattering of bones in Tupperware. There's the skull right there. Looks like a dog. I'm almost done with this hike. Man, there must have been a lot going on back in the day in this area. Not much today. I found another spring. This one's quite noisy coming through the rocks here. There's so many along here. It's because Natchez is on a big bluff with a lot of land mass, so the water's draining down into the river from up above. Well, that was interesting. Ugh. Navigating across these rocks was a real big time suck, though. Just a real big time suck. Every individual step had to be carefully chosen, and not every individual step worked out. So I think the fishing would be a lot better back down there when it's a little cooler. I didn't really enjoy the fishing that much, except for the flathead. There were some nice looking catfish spots though down there. I think I saw some good ones. Maybe later on I'll haul my stuff down there and go for cats. I don't know though, because going across these rocks is a big time suck and I don't want to do it at night. So I'm going to wrap the video up here under the bridge. Comment down below, tell me what you thought. Like, share, all that great stuff. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Appreciate that. If you like, check out the merch down below. Got some shirts and stickers and stuff with my name on it and pictures and everything cool. All right, see you next time.